All right, we have been covering subluxation, the 3 T's, the 5 D's. We covered the first D. Here's the second D, dysafferentation. That is a DYS, afferentation. Afferentation means signals that are incoming into the brain. So when we cover that dyskinesia, when there's abnormal movement, there's abnormal feedback to the brain. If you remember that picture with the tipped skull. Now the brain needs the right information. Remember how I told you how important those spinal muscles are in giving feedback when they're not moving appropriately. Now the incoming signals are also altered. The brain's not getting the right amount of information. And if it's not getting good proprioceptive feedback that it's looking for, it starts to do guesswork. It starts to fill in the blanks. It starts to do the best it can with what it has. And it starts to fill it with what we call nociception or noise. And the brain can only handle so much of that before it starts making errors. It's unable to process the information. It's not getting all of the information that it needs, and it's got to be able to communicate. There's so many organs and glands. Your nervous system controls absolutely everything, every cell, tissue, and organ inside of your body. And it can do a fantastic job at 80% even. But if it starts to go beneath that, we start to see a lot more effects of the subluxation, a lot more neurological effects that are going on inside the body, which are very vitally important to everything working the way that it should. So I'm going to post this picture as well, but when I'm looking at the brain and the body, and here's all the organs and glands, and you probably really can't see that, so I'm not even going to bother to continue to show it to you, but it's when you look at this picture that I'll post with this video as well, you can look at all the organs and glands at varying levels of the spine, but also globally when it starts to have a subluxation set in, when there's dyskinesia and now dysafferentation, you can start to see how we see effects of these subluxations and what we do to remove them so your body no longer experiences this. So stay tuned for the third D.